Hi guys, Happy New Year and welcome back to Nick's Home Renovation. It's been about a month or so since my last video. Lots to tell you about this 1936 bungalow renovation. Before I start though, lots of people asking about my Instagram, 1936 bungalow renovation. You can see more frequent posts than every month on there. But what has happened here in the last month is we've had the tiler here. All three bathrooms are now tiled, so that's 2 bathrooms and the ensuite. Gone for different looks in those, so looking forward to showing you those. One of them really traditional, 2 of them slightly more modern, but different tiles in all 3 of those, so that should be quite cool to see. The plumber's been busy. He started second fixing the bathrooms, done the kitchen taps, utility taps. The painters have been here. They've miscoated everywhere. All the ceilings are now finished, so I can start putting up my lights, which is really good. I've been dying to get back here and do some electrical work, so I've been waiting for that. That's really good. And then next week is all gung-ho. So after the bank holiday on Monday, we have myself here with my brother and his team. He's taken a break from doing his Great Escape garden rooms, and he is starting on the patio out the back. Once we've done the patio, well, the patio is huge. It's about 80 square meters when you count in the side access we have here, the return through that window there, and about 5 or 6 meters out this way. It's about 80 square meters. So we're doing the patio, and then we're doing the lawn, and then we're eventually doing the driveway after that. And at the same time, my carpenter will be inside the bungalow, which I've been dying for him to get here. He's going to be doing all the architraves for the doors, the flooring, the skirting, finishing off the kitchen. Got all these end panels down here that need doing, and little gaps you can see here, there and everywhere in the kitchen. And finishing off the utility as well with the plinths. My plumber will be here, finishing off all that second fixing of the bathrooms and fixing the radiators to walls that have been fully painted. And really exciting, I must get a time lapse of this. My renderer, who's my plasterer, is going to be doing the rendering to the external walls of the bungalow. So the whole thing, all 4 sides, and obviously upstairs has been rendered externally. He's spraying it on using this gizmo here, which is a £7,000 machine, and he basically sprays on the render after he's sort of done all the outside external works first. But so that should be really cool to see, and I'll try and get time lapses of us doing the patio and the driveway and the rendering. So I think that'd be really cool content. Let me take you on a little tour. So what's changed in here is basically just all been miscoated everywhere. So we've just gone for white predominantly everywhere. Taps are in here since the last video. I have to try and remember what on earth I showed you last time. It's been so long. And also the kitchen tap over here. Got all these bits like end panels on the island to do. Make this little breakfast bar here. The worktop goes out to about there, the 30mm quartz. So all this finishing, but he doesn't generally do that until he's laid the floor, so he can get it all perfect and there's no gaps. This wall is actually going to be painted grey as sort of a feature wall, which is going to be this colour eventually. That's obviously he's just done behind the radiator, so the plumber can put the radiators on soon. He obviously needs to do another coat. But generally we're going to keep it mostly white for now, and then make any painting decisions further down the line. And then I can't wait to push up all these lights. There's over 50 downlights in this property. It's now over 1,700 square foot here, so we just did our EPC. So it's a huge house now. It's really, really cool, really exciting. Again, in here, radiators are on because that's all been painted behind. Gone for these column radiators everywhere. White in most rooms, but dark grey upstairs and in the kitchen. These walls still need painting, but the ceiling, again, is finished. I call this room my snuggie room, like a small living room. And then you've got sort of open dining space in there. Oh, sorry, these bags are all the rendering material. So 56 bags of this K-Rend. And then all of this as well, so you can see how much they use just for a bungalow with a bit of upstairs as well. and I had to carry those in, and they're 25 kilograms each, so it made for a good workout. This has all been plastered in here. We need to box in this waste, but we couldn't do that at the time because my plumber still had to tap into it. But that will all be eventually boxed in, otherwise that will look horrendous. And then we eventually got to neaten up all of this down the bottom too. And then the main bathroom, which I've gone for a traditional look. This toilet isn't fixed and centered yet, just FYI. I will go through everything I've bought in the final video, which should be in a month or so. But I really like this Laura Ashley Mr. Jones floor tile. And then we've just gone for a plain Metro tile on the wall, fully in the shower zone, and then half tiled everywhere else, all the way around. And I really like the traditional fitting, so I really like this sort of old-fashioned contemporary look, or traditional look I should say, in all these fittings, which we've tried to carry through everywhere. And I've gone for the grey freestanding bath with the white feet, which I think ties up well with this vanity unit, and just the grey throughout the property. And I'm tempted to also put grey on the walls here as well to really contrast the white tiles. This isn't fixed yet. Plumber's got to drill this out through the tiles, which is a job I would not want to do, but that'll be centre in this gap. And my eventual plan is to hang a mirror here, circular mirror with my 2 lights either side. And we've gone for the old school towel rail too, and fittings here. And any eagle-eyed viewers will notice the tiler annoyingly forgot to grout in there with the light grey. So he's coming back to do that. And we've got the shower up there. So again, my lights can go up, and I can install that fan, which is that big hole there. So that's bathroom number 1. Not much has changed in here. This has kind of been my junk room, and there's no light in here, but the painter's done a couple of coats and finished the ceiling. So hopefully that comes out on camera. More rendering supplies, as I got fed up of taking it all to the back, and then they need some for the front anyway, so I've just dumped this by the front door. And coming in here, let's turn the lights on. One of 2 potential master bedrooms, so again, all been painted white, miscoated. Got the column radiators on here, 2 in here, 1 over there, 1 by the window. And this is going to be a really nice space once I get rid of the hundreds of boxes in the way. Here's my underlay and flooring that is going to be everywhere. So this flooring is going to be throughout the property, all the way in the hall, through to the kitchen, all in the kitchen zone, and then carpets everywhere else. Bathroom number 2, or the ensuite of the master, or a choice of master. In this one, we've just kept it plainer with a light grey tile. Man, these things get dirty so quickly. With a light grey tile on the floor, and then the white Metro tile again in the shower zone, and half tiled here. Didn't decide to half tile anywhere else because it didn't really work with the towel rail on the toilets here. I didn't think it would look right. I actually prefer it looking like this. And the plumber's been second fixing this shower zone in here. Eventually all of these cubby holes, so there's 4 in the property, I'll be putting lights in. I've got to do that. And another mirror will be here with lights either side that are buried in this plasterboard wall. This used to be the old garage, so it's changed massively since. It's not a big room, 1.8 metres or 1.9 metres by 1.9 metres, pretty square room. But nice to have an ensuite. Coming round to the right hand side, got a little space under the stairs, well, actually quite a generous space. No light in this room, but this is the back of the old garage and where that lean-to was once upon a time. This has just been miscoated and the plumber's put the radiator on. Other than that, not much to show you. And then upstairs for maybe the master, if you want to call it that, And another part of the third extension we did to this property with an ensuite as well with that. So the bathroom's here on the left, and this long reduced height space here with this wardrobe zone here, which I'll walk around in a second. So for this tile I went for more of a marble effect, and we just ran it through all the way to the wall. And this is going to be sort of the black and white bathroom. So we went for black trims around the cubby holes, black fittings, centre of the room. And then freestanding bath will obviously is not in place there, we'll be going further back and centre of this. Toilet will eventually go on this wall, and then freestanding, sorry, actually a wall hung sink there as well, with a towel rail here, all black fittings, and my fan there. And again, more lights in the cubby holes. I really like how such small details, like just the tiles running up the wall perfectly there, all in sync, and how they've taken it into the cubby hole and the lines just all meet up so nicely. This is a black trim on top, which the painters have covered with tape as well, but it finishes it off really well, but you can't quite see it because they've covered it, which I'm glad to say they have. So more of this extension up here. We decided to build this storage space because it's kind of a dead zone here, and my carpenter did it in his own loft and it looked amazing. He had all this low storage at the back here and hanging space at the front, and you could just fit so much in there, and he said he could sort of knock it out for us in a day. So he did that, and then we're just going to order some glass sliding doors there and fit it all out with the railings and everything, just to give an idea of what the space is for. Bed on the left hand side here, socket either side, light switch either side, and also possible to have a light either side if you wanted to go down that route. And then walking down to what will be the Juliet balcony, which I haven't even ordered yet, but it's just going to be a glass thing going across there once it's all been rendered. And then these doors open backwards to what at the moment is a death-defying drop, but leaves the garden space. And you can see all our materials ready to go for the patio next week. So that's the tour. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anything, because I haven't done a video in a while. I can't remember what I've covered. Thanks to everyone over the past year that have subscribed to this channel and sent me lovely comments and advice. I really appreciate it. I've got almost 39,000 people over Instagram and YouTube, so that's just incredible, and more than I ever thought would be interested in my doll walkarounds. Good luck in the new year. Hope your New Year's resolutions don't fail after day one like mine. And we'll get into the really exciting stuff soon, where it'll all be finished, and hopefully I can do some cool editing to show you real homes under the hammer style before and afters, as it's been a year in the making this, and I really want to make sure I do some cool videos at the end. I'll keep you updated on the patio time lapses and the rendering, and hopefully get some cool stuff on YouTube as soon as I can. See everyone in the new year. Cheers.